Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. In this video we're going to take a look at the Cardano chart and the Bitcoin chart, and we start straight away with Bitcoin. Overall, however, not too much has happened to the market since my last update, just moving sideways. But Bitcoin has done something interesting we're going to take a look at briefly. So Bitcoin, you can see it here, it has come down exactly to the same level that it hit before. So really exactly the same level. Obviously we came down here in this wave 4 correction to the downside, from which somewhere in this box I still expect a turnaround. Now so far what we see here is not a bullish structure. It's just like a 100% retracement basically from the low here to the upside here. It really is 100% retracement. So just waiting really for the building here of an impulsive move. It just shows the indecision which is currently in the market. Some people talk about a bear market, some people talk about a bull market. We've obviously not come up here above the 50-day moving average. We've not come above the 60.7k level yet that I talked about, and that would have been crucial to complete this impulsive move to the upside or to carry on. Instead we dropped, but that was expected. I talked about it. I talked about the CME gap, that is done, that is created by the future market. Did talk about it in one of my previous videos, and it was not a major surprise to drop back into this target level. Yesterday in my video I also said that I expect a further price drop into the target level. Now personally I expect that we come down once more into the lower half of this yellow box, so still waiting for that. And hopefully here then we will make the turnaround. If we drop below this target range, which is the lower support, is at around 53.9k, then we have to talk about lower prices. At around, I think 50k will be key support of basically because of psychological level, but then also could drop down further to levels of around 45 or even 40 or even 29k. Which I don't think will happen because I'm more bullish on the crypto market in general. But these are two possible scenarios based on the Elliott Wave method. So just might be a little bit more patience before we see that continuation of the upside, because I do expect a 5-wave move here to the downside. And by the way, Elliott Wave tutorials on my second channel, More Trading Online. You can find the link in the video description. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would expect that latest or that last move to hit a little bit further down, because what we did here was not really a 5th move to the downside. It was really just exactly hitting the same level that we hit before. You can see it here. If I draw another horizontal here, it was really exactly the same level. You can see it here. So this is the indecision in the market currently. Now looking at Cardano currently holding just above the 233-day moving average, also just above this, just below the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. So again, confirming that indecision really, so same pattern that we can see here. However, Cardano made a little bit of a higher low, while Bitcoin did, here you can see it, Bitcoin just didn't do a lower low or didn't do a higher low, really just the same low again to here, that low on the 18th of November. But Cardano made it a little bit higher, so you can see that here. Definitely a little bit more of a positive sign here, but still quite a bit of a retracement. Nevertheless, we can calculate here the retracements of that move, and you can see that Cardano came down to the point, there you go, Cardano came exactly down to that 0.786 Fib level here at 176, just of that one move, which is more positive, more bullish than what Bitcoin is doing at the moment. Overall, Cardano still in that target range here. So let's see how this is going to hold. We're currently, as I said, just holding above the 233-day moving average. You can see that here if I zoom in a little bit more. This is this yellow line and we're just hovering above it. So holding that level could help us to push higher. If you fall below that level, I think then we could come once more to that previous low at 170, and the lowest level we could get into the target range is at 145. Now you can see that here on the 4-hour chart. I think we have the beginning of a MACD bullish cross forming. Yeah, so in the next today maybe or tomorrow, we could see here on the 4-hour chart a bullish cross, a buy signal, which would push the MACD histogram into the green range. And on the daily, I think, there you go. No, on the daily, we are still sort of on the downside, selling pressure reducing a little bit. But this is just because the price is going up. Overall, not much happening here on the chart at the moment then. And have to wait because Cardano is now following Bitcoin. We talked about that. And you can see it here again on the ADA BTC chart that we are finding support quite a lot here in this 3100 support line down here. We are within the descending wedge, and if we find the support here and the resistance level of the descending wedge is coming down, so hopefully that will push us above that resistance line here, because the descending wedge is a bullish pattern. I mean, we touched a few of the lows here, so it's not really that we always found support at this horizontal. We're going down with the lows a little bit lower, at some points. But overall, I would expect that breakout pattern here at some point to materialize in a positive breakout to the upside. Currently trying to get through the 20-day moving average here on ADA BTC. You can see that here we found rejection. This is currently at 3200. Overall, however, again, still seeing that bullish, the RSI forming a bullish divergence here on the 4-hour chart. Also on the MACD, we can see a bullish divergence, yeah. So making also a higher lows here on the MACD, on the 4-hour chart. And on the daily ADA BTC, we see something similar, having a bullish divergence on the on the MACD, yeah. And the same thing on the RSI. So if two indicators telling us the same thing, and then we've got that bullish pattern, that bullish reversal pattern forming down here. This, in my view, is really positive. And overall here, you could argue that here on the daily, we've got actually a triple bottom. So you touched it once, twice, and also a third time now. That lower support could really be a triple bottom. Quite a big one actually, quite a long one now. It's been moving here, but it's not very clear, because we are pretty much moving horizontally. But we touched it definitely here, and here on the daily, talking about the candle closes here. The wicks reached down a little bit lower. However, if the wicks went down quite low and were brought up, it is rather bullish as well, confirming that bullish possible trend shift to the upside. Also, in the next few days, what we'll have here is possibly a cross above the 0 line of the MACD. So all in all, looking bullish for me, but still the price hasn't moved a lot, but it's just to prepare us really for what is coming in my view. Hopefully you liked that video about Cardano. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.